Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, for the very first time, to the Thoughts and Corrupt Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 89 of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 here on Retro Classics. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And on today's episode, we are hopefully beating Boss Rush on Veteran mode. Already did it on Casual, so now we have access to the difficulty slider and Ultimate Zangetsu instead of Standard, which is going to be helpful because Veteran is a pretty significant jump in difficulty, but there's 2 more unlockables for beating it on Veteran mode. So, yeah, hopefully we get that today, and Ultimate Zangetsu also means we have the upgraded versions of his sub-weapons. Veteran mode also means we have the health upgrades and 2 weapon points upgrades, but we don't have the defense upgrade, and we do not have the attack upgrade. So yeah. Essentially, bosses do twice as much damage and have twice as much health. So not a good situation. But yeah, I'm basically gonna use the strats that I developed over the past 2 episodes, and won't be doing much commentary during because I'm gonna be focusing up. But yeah, hopefully we get a victory here today, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay. Here's where I frequently have issues. So, take a health. And a well-placed axe can actually take out the things in one shot. Which means we won't have the other shit. That's right. Does mean we won't have the other shit. It's an issue. Well, if we lose Miriam, I mean, we still have the resurrection and the heal thing, so those are both possibilities. I mean, hopefully... because I do want Zangetsu for the final part, but this boss and the next boss I've only fought a couple of times, so I don't really have their strats worked out entirely. But as far as, like, the first phase goes on this boss, like, Miriam's axe is the best thing to use as far as, like, getting it done quickly. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that run was basically screwed, so yeah, I'm just gonna restart. But I think for first phase, I think I'm just gonna do Alfred with the fire shield, and second phase, I'm just gonna do Jeeble with nothing because, well, I figured out how to avoid both of his attacks in the second phase, so yeah, as long as I can nail that, like, we're good. Like, for all the other bosses leading up to that, like, I can pretty much take him out, no damage, no issue. So Okay, I mean that's good, but that's like this is still not ideal. Because we're missing a lot of the tools I was gonna use. But the main one being I wasn't gonna keep Fire Shield, but Talisman for Zangetsu, but Zangetsu's dead. That's not a problem though, because we have the Revival. We're also down on healing, so that's not good. So I'm just gonna do this at first. Hopefully wear the boss down a little bit. I just gotta be careful not to lose Dominique, because I need her to revive everybody else. Hachi's pretty hurt too. Actually, kind of everybody else is pretty hurt, honestly. So I'm gonna basically sacrifice everybody one by one as long as they can, like, deal damage and shit. And then after Dominique revives everybody, the tornado thing for her is actually the best. I'm actually just gonna use the revival now, actually, because I need to consistently deal damage. Or else the boss gets health back every time regardless, so I need to, like, wear it down. So basically I'm gonna let Zangetsu take this, and also use the talisman to take down one of the rabbit heads, and hopefully that'll be enough. Not even sure we'll have to do that, honestly, but it would be helpful. Yeah. And then, yeah. especially because it gives the other characters more chances, you know? Holy shit. Oh. Whoops. Whoops. Dude. No sub-weapons. Just Dominique and Miriam. Like, damn, dude. I was getting pretty comfortable with Miriam. I just, like... Their items will come back after being... Oh, okay. That's limited by default. Okay, so you could do unlimited items, which would be kind of... And unlimited weapon points? That's actually kind of sick. But do you even get anything for beating it on Legend? I don't think you do, right? Because then you don't have health upgrades or what... Not that the weapon points upgrades matter, but like... I mean, if you have unlimited weapon points... Dude, that means you could just use Hachi for most of the shit and just like stay invincible. Right? Like, where's the challenge in that? I guess that's the point. Like, do you want challenge or like... I mean, I guess you could still get hit, technically, but like... Like, I think we're done? I mean, pretty much. Like, I doubt you'd get anything on this mode. Because, like... Sure, Hachi's invincibility doesn't work for everything, but... Pretty much. Oh, he keeps his sub-weapons as well? Dude, that's fucking busted. So you could just like grab something and it stays with you. Well, then fuck yeah, I'll take rapid fire, like... Because ordinarily it disappears after the battle, so... You gotta be careful. Talisman? Why not, you know? I mean, that means fucking Dominique's resurrection comes back every time, too. It's nuts. Like, you really can't lose. I mean, that's basically what you would do, is just use the lightning thing, switch to Hachi, get invincible, and then... Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, like, why would you ever do anything different, you know? I mean, DPS-wise, like... I mean, you would do, like, Fire Shield, and then, like, the demon thing. Because then you, for this guy, because then you wouldn't even have to dodge anything. You could just like fire shield his fire, and then demon mode and hit the flower. Yeah, and then he's dead. Like, the fuck? Like, he didn't even get a chance to do anything. Like, dude, this is busted. Is that the point, though? Like, once you beat it on veteran, it's like, just have fun with it. It doesn't matter. Because that's kind of seems like the vibe, you know? I mean, the other parts of this I feel like are still the same. It's just like, if shit gets sticky, giggity, just switch to Hachi and stay invincible, like... Yeah, she's dead already. Like, that is busted. I mean, this really does feel like a reward for going through all that, you know? That's cool. I guess we're on the finale? I can't think of a different thing, you know? Like, I wouldn't use anything different here anyway, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Like, we don't even have the attack upgrade. If we had the attack upgrade, this would be absolutely broken. Yeah, he's just dead already. I mean, that was part of the challenge before, is like Alfred, you know, has to choose, you know, which fight you want to use the lightning on, and it takes 15 sub-weapon points, you know? For the V-Ray. Yeah, make sure it works with most enemies. Yeah, of course it does. Firing it repeatedly? No, you have to wait for the cooldown, right? Right? Am I not remembering that correctly? I mean, I think so. Like, pretty sure. I guess I may as well get Jeeble's thing since he only has one thing. I guess for Miriam, I would just go with triple daggers. It's her best all-rounder, typically. And I guess for Dominique, maybe some healing shit, probably. Like, I doubt I'm gonna use it, but you know. Dude. that is absolutely nuts. Like that. It's just, yeah, it's just bonkers, dude. Like that. That is absolutely insane. And like Dominique can just like heal people back to full health. Like those hearts are just redundant down there. This just can be stupid easy. I doubt you get anything for beating out in Legend. Like, honestly. I was gonna say I'm still gonna switch to the freeze, but then I was like, I guess I don't have to, technically. Because I can just, fly over him when he does his shit. Because why not, you know? Like, Yeah, seriously. Why not? Or just turn invincible. Like... Which actually, yeah, why don't I just do that? Yeah, have fun with that, dude. I'm just gonna wait till you come over here. Absolutely wrecked. Like, the fuck? I guess I could have switched to the whip for... Yeah, that would have worked. This is absolutely stupid, but I kind of love it. Oh, this is gonna feel good. This is gonna feel good. Invincibility with Hachi, yeah, and the lightning. Yeah, I mean, I could switch to Fire Shield, but... Nah. Nah. Oh... I mean, yeah, the most broken way would be with Hachi for most of it, and then when I get the chance, cast the lightning and then switch back to Hachi, you know? That felt cathartic as fuck. Okay, yeah, and then Hachi can just beat up the things. Yeah, pretty much. Right? Yeah. Like, why would I do anything different? Yeah. I mean, I'll mix it up a little bit, but, you know. Dude. Not even remotely challenger. Like, honestly, no wonder on these. Like, I'm a little disappointed they didn't have, like, a boss select thing where you could just, like, fight whatever boss you wanted, like, individually, but I'm just, like, honestly kind of baffled, like a little bit, you know? Okay, that's the same. Okay. I wasn't sure. Oh shit, that's what that is. So you actually have a timer. I was always wondering about that. I was like, why is there a time thing on the top left? It's never used. Did they tell you? It doesn't even say in the description. But yeah, they give you a time limit. Huh. Well, folks, That's literally all there is. Holy shit, yeah. Honestly, for beating boss rush on veteran, like, that felt like a legit reward. Even if it's only for boss rush mode, like, it would have been kind of cool to unlock those kind of cheats for, like, the basic mode as well. You know? Just like at least like unlimited sub weapon points. That'd be kind of cool. Like, but I guess it's mostly the bosses where it's, you know, like interesting or whatever. Like, I guess I kept it on normal. I could have set the boss versions to like their hard versions. I don't think it matters. Pretty sure? Like, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't seem like, because here's the thing, like, maybe you get something unlocked if you do it on hard and standard and limited, you know? Like hard, legend, standard, limited. That would be hell. I'm not doing that. Or like, maybe you would get something for doing a file in the last one and single mode and hard and Zangetsu and legend. Maybe, but that would also be hell. I'm not doing that. Like, I wouldn't make progress, you know, and I would just get frustrated, and it would be tons of episodes of me, like, trying again and again and again. And this is what, like, part 89, like 90? Like, I thought the series would be like 40 or 50 episodes. And it's like double what I expected. Like, it's already massive. So, like, the fact that I'm pretty sure this is all there is. Like, almost positive. Like, because I've looked it up as well, I think, before. Like, let me... I'm just gonna check GameFAQs real quick. 82, that's a disservice to this game. Yeah, all the guides are just maps. All the trophies are just like, finish episode 1. Acquire the Zanmatao in episode 2. Finish episode 2 without obtaining the Zanmatao. Like, finish episode EX. Finish all the stages of final episode. Finish final episode with at least one friend. View the ending earned by finishing all the stages in the final episode. Like, finish the final episode using only Zangetsu. Like, it's all the most basic stuff you'd expect. Like, unlockable modes. Yeah, getting Ultimate Zangetsu. Like, complete the final episode. Single mode. Final episode. See, episode EX, episode 2. Splitting bosses in half. Oh, doing the ultimate Zangetsu split in half thing gives you extra points on beating the boss. Okay. Yeah, there's no guides or like anything. Like there's really not a lot of information out there, you know? About like yeah. Like I'm pretty sure that's all it is. Yeah. Gameplay, stages, boss rush mode, development. Alright, I'm just gonna look, see what the wiki says about boss rush mode. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you unlock the two things by beating on casual, you unlock the other two by beating on veteran. That's all it says, so... I guess this is actually it then, guys. Round of applause for Miriam and Dominique for absolutely coming in clutch there unexpectedly, and I kind of forgot like that version of Serial like is meant, because there's a different version of Serial like that you fight Zangetsu solo, and like yeah, I kind of forgot some of those attacks are designed for specific characters, like the moons thing that seemed undodgeable. I was like, wait a minute, I think this is Miriam's attack, because like I think you have to slide under it and then jump over it and have the higher jump of either Miriam or Dominique. And then there's like the breath attack, which Alfred can take care of with the fire shield, or if you have the invincibility, or if you just go under it. Like there's the slam with like mini spears thing, where it does like the one pattern, then the alternate pattern. I think Hachi is supposed to avoid that, honestly, because like regardless of how you jump and dodge, the second volley is going to hit you unless you can stop yourself in midair. And Hachi's really the only one that can do that. So, and then of course with the sickles flying at you, like Jeeble is the best one for that, or again you could fire shield, or you could use the invincibility. So I mean, there are multiple ways to deal with most of those attacks, but like, I forgot, like, the moons thing is pretty specific to Miriam. Like, I think Robert might be able to dodge it, but I think Miriam's the only one that can... I think she is. Because, like, that version of the boss fight, you have, like, everybody with you, potentially. So, because it is only in final episode. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, and also this series, folks. This has been Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. I really wish I had more energy to do like a proper outro, but it's kind of what the series has become, you know? It's it wore me down, but it was never like tedious to me. But it was very challenging. And honestly, after coming off of Hollow Knight, I was a little worried about the boss rush thing. Because I was like, this can be a very hard game. And like, I think Inti Creates just added it because of like fan requests and stuff, because it wasn't part of the game initially. And I think they knew, like, hey, we could, with the right conditions and like rule set, make this stupid hard and put like an unlockable thing behind it, but we're not going to. In fact, like, they don't even give you anything for doing it on the hardest, which is really cool. And just for beating Veteran, which you can even use Ultimate Zangetsu for if you play it on casual first, like, you just get the unlimited shit. Just like, here, if you want to absolutely stomp these fucking bosses that likely gave you a lot of trouble at some point, it might be cathartic, and you know, it'll probably feel pretty good, and fuck, it did. Are you kidding me? Like, being able to like single phase some of those guys, whew, I honestly haven't had that kind of feeling since like, oh, I was gonna say like Elden Ring. I guess the reference that most people will know is New Game Plus on Elden Ring, like absolutely destroying Margit, you know, or the Tree Sentinel at the beginning of the game. But I have had a more cathartic experience since that one, actually. Coming back on New Game Plus on Armored Core 6 and absolutely destroying Balteus. Like, that one felt amazing. And because, like, sure, I was a little bit stronger, but it was mostly because I had new tools at my disposal. I understood the game better, and like, it wasn't even a fair contest remotely. But I think, yeah, this was nice. Because on Hollow Knight, even back in the day when I decided to do the platinum and then regretted it immediately, and then thankfully some very helpful person was like, well, hey, there's an invincibility glitch you can use, and I was like, oh shit, fuck yeah, I don't care. let's do that. Like, that's essentially like a debug mode. I'm not even sure that was an accident that they left it in there. Like, pretty sure that was a thing the developers were using, you know? And the testers be like, well, hey, through some things. Because, like, it's hard to find, but it's not, like, impossible, you know? And, like, it almost feels intentional. Like, it's almost as if they wanted to just, like, because the fact that, anyway, I have a feeling it was not an accident. But, yeah, I think that's, it depends on how it's done. Like, this is the first, like, dedicated boss rush mode in a game like this that I didn't feel burnt out or discouraged or too frustrated with, you know? Like, I was almost starting to, but then I was like, yeah, no, I feel like I got this. And, like, this game, more than most in this type of style, like, it feels fair. Like, when I fuck up or do poorly, I know, like, oh yeah, that's why it happened, you know? Like, it doesn't... It's not like, what kind of bullshit was that, you know? Which a lot of freaking games that try to be, like, difficult, you know, kind of usually suffer from that kind of thing. Typically. But, yeah. Now, this game, I can still say with the utmost confidence, is one of the best. I would say the best, but there's a lot of games out there. As far as what I've played, it is the best, in my opinion. The best tribute to classic Castlevania. Again, in my opinion, from things that I've played. There are some other games that have come close, but like Infernax is one. Like, that one's kind of a modern take, less faithful adaptation, kind of a blend. Elements from Symphony of the Night pretty heavily in there. Kind of also some of the Game Boy Advance ones. That one's a mishmash of a lot of different things. Also, a very, very good tribute to those classic games, but this one is very obviously a tribute to Castlevania 3 and, like, the NES ones. Like, there's a few elements from, like, Bloodlines in there and Rondo of Blood, but yeah, and of course, like, Mega Man as well, because, you know, Creates did branch out from Capcom, so anywho, that's gonna do it for now, guys. And yeah, that is gonna do it for this series. So hope you enjoyed. I know I did. Super highly recommend. The game has been out for a few years now, so it does go on sale from time to time for like $5. If you see it on there, on your preferred platform, highly recommend it. Even has like easier modes and stuff like that if you're, you know, want to ease yourself into it, which I very much recommend. And yeah, I would say it's totally fine to start with this one too. If you haven't played the first one, it doesn't really matter. Play this one first. It is the better game. If you end up enjoying it, then yeah, pick up the first one. But this one has a lot more meat on its bones. It's a lot more complete, a lot more modes, more comprehensive. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Of course, before we get going, it's time for the outro, special thanks, updates, all that jazz, and a very special thank you going out to the amazing people who helped make it possible, the current Arts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novellis Draconis, Aaron Schick, Outler, and Nameless. Thank you all so very much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. Very much appreciate it, and it is very much optional. So you guys are extra awesome for doing so. And if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. Gonna turn this down a little bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's no join button for you. That can happen for various reasons. But there's also a link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member that does the same thing. But yeah, basically, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. It gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote in the series get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, if you guys want to get in on that, as I mentioned in the last episode, we have a Members' Choice poll for March 2026. I think it just wrapped last night, beginning of today. I think this one's coming out on the 21st, if I'm estimating that correctly. But yes, it was posted on the 13th, ran until the end of the day on the 20th. Again, that's March 2026. And yeah, that was the 58th Members' Choice poll. So yeah, if you're a new channel member, like, we do have a master list now of every Members' Choice poll ever. So if you haven't before, you can still vote on any of the ones you missed, and you're still going to be influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time, because retroactive input on previous polls is considered for future ones. This is all, however, an approximation of future announcements from the past, so if you want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I gotcha, the bell does not work for me, so there's 4 other ways you can stay up to date. Read the post tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, stay up to date. The links for those are down in the description, also in the channel banner. That's gonna do it for now, so thank you all so much once again for being here. Hope you enjoyed this series. Next Retro Classics is going to be Armored Core 2, as chosen by the channel members a while back. But before that, I got a bunch of random videos to put out, so it's probably going to be at least a week, maybe 2 weeks until that actually starts. And, yeah. Till next time, folks, take care, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.